Hey, it's Catherine from CatherinePuller.com. In this video, I'm going to show you a fun card using the Casual Fridays Christmas Carol set. But before I get started, I wanted to tell you a quick little story. I was a little kind of lacking some mojo here, so what I did to get back into the creative swing of things, I just laid out all of my Christmas stamps along my table, in the buffet behind me, and my buffet table here. I just laid them all out. I perused them, and my mind started moving, and the creativity was born. So the stamp set I chose, like I said, is Christmas Carols. I was drawn to these little graphic images here, and I thought I would do traditional Christmas cards since I've been doing tons of non-traditional colors, neon and pink and purple. So I pulled out red and green. And here is the first card that I made. Once I started this one, I just was going crazy. So I made these, and they're coming later this week. Actually, two of them are coming to Stamp Nation today, and I just had so much fun. So I'm going to show you how I made this card, but I am going to take it up a notch in this video. Now here is the original card I made, and I'm going to use the same idea but tweak up this design just a little bit. I have a card base, a 3 3/4 by 5.5 inch layer, and then a little strip of red cardstock. I'm going to put these aside, and I'm going to be doing embossing. So the first thing I'm going to do is just wipe this down with my deactivator tool so that it's all ready once I decide to do my embossing. And I'm going to draw a light pencil line, and then I'll start my stamping. I'm using Wild Wasabi and Real Red. Really nice holiday colors. Before I start, I want to find my center. This is just a little more than 5.5, so I would say right about here is my center. Might not be exact, but I am not a mathematician, I'm a stamper. So there is my first stamp, and then I'm going to do a line of these. I'm going to fill in my little red stamp. There are so many cards that I make that don't actually use a whole ton of just stamping, so sometimes it's just fun to make a card that really does involve a lot of creative stamping. I think that looks fabulous. I love it. All right, now next step is to do the embossed sentiment. So I have my Versamark. I'm going to ink up that sentiment, and then I'm using my stampers, or my Fiskars stamp press, so this is going to be really nice to make sure that I have it lined up perfectly. I can see my pencil line, and it's right lined up between these two grid lines here, so I know that that will be straight. Gold embossing powder, and then I will heat it. We'll just funnel this right back into the pot. Don't forget to erase your pencil line. This is Stampin' Up! White cardstock, which I absolutely love, and I've been using it for years and years, but it's a little thin, so when I embossed my sentiment, my cardstock became a little bit warped. So I changed my mind about just adding a little strip of red cardstock, and I cut a larger piece, and this will give me some stability and help flatten this layer out. And then I'll be able to stick it up on dimensionals and add it to the front of my card. I have just a little smidge of the red on the right and more on the left. Now my finishing touch is going to be a series of rhinestones in the center of these little graphic flowers. Now I have two clean and simple cards using the same exact supplies, just changing the orientation of the stamping. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Now be sure to hop over to Stamp Nation because I'm still using the supplies, and I'm adding in some stenciling and embossing paste and glitter, and I'm going to make 2 more cards. Later in this week I will have another card for you again using the same supplies. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.